Hello everybody. In today's video we're going to be going over the Beast Tamer changes. Now I know it's been a while since they've happened, but I still want to put this video out because why not? Did it for Jet, so I'll do it for Beast Tamer as well. So I'm just showing here that the skills that I'm going to be talking about, or that the patch notes talk about, all of them are considered to be maxed. Not all of my skills are maxed, so the numbers might be different. I also tried recording this before, but the video ended up being really long because I would actually talk about the numbers. I'm probably not going to mention the numbers too much here, unless it's something that I need to, I guess. So I'll try to keep this one short. The other video was like an hour long. I'll try to keep this under 30 minutes, but there's a lot of changes. So yeah, let's get started. Tutorial quests are easier now. Job quests up to level 30 are easier. And a lot of bugs and other things were fixed. However, any Beast Tamer mains, I know you're out there. Come out of the shadows. Please let me know if any of the bugs were not fixed or if any new bugs came out of this patch. But yeah, anyway, let's begin. So in the beginner tab, where's beginner? Here we go. Growth spurt now gives 40%. Or you take 40% less damage from enemies. So let's go ahead and test that out. I'm just going to pick an animal that I don't have any points put into, just so that we can see the damage difference that I used to take compared to now. Because I think I did that in the pre-patch recording, so hopefully I can show that. Alright, and critter select, the delay is reduced. So now you can switch animals much faster. It's really nice. You don't have to like wait for the whole animation to finish. You can just do it on the fly. It's really, really nice. So hopefully I showed that as well. Because I really don't remember what I recorded pre-patch. It's been so long since I've seen that video. Or that recording, so. But let's move on to cat mode. So friend launcher. Changed action and added bonus damage to the fourth hit. So basically, the main attack got much faster. I think its range also got increased. Yeah, by 50. And the final hit, the one that has the cat. So like here's the first to third hit. 1, 2, 3. I just did the fourth one anyway. So yeah, those are the 3 hits. And then the fourth hit is the cat. And that one got a lot stronger. So let's go ahead and see how much stronger. Still can't attack through platforms. So yeah, I just did like 8. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's a lot stronger. It never used to be that strong. But yeah, fourth hit, damage was increased from 480% to 1,600%. That is crazy. That is really good. And yeah, you can attack through platforms. Well, unless you use this, but whatever. Cat's Claw adjusted the tooltip. I don't exactly know. Oh yeah, there's Friend Launcher, by the way. But Cat's Claw, I don't think they really changed anything. They just, I guess, made it easier to read. Hopefully I hovered over it in the other video, the pre-recorded. Or pre-patch recording. Fire Kitty. So this was probably my favorite attack when I was in cat mode. Just because, also when you like scroll down, it like moves the skills around. Like Fire Kitty's right here. If I scroll down, it moves over here. I don't know why that is. Hopefully they fix that. But anyway. So this used to be spammable. Now it has a 3-second cooldown. And let me see, what else did they do again? They increased the damage, they made it hit more enemies, and the range also went up from 600 to 1000, which is really nice. That goes really far. And instead of the defense reduction when it hits enemies, it like debuffs them. So instead of this lasting only 20 seconds, it now lasts 40 seconds, which is really nice. And then for the blue card, when you use your Meow card, the blue card will now increase, let me see if I get it. I did get it. Well, I got the gold card, which is all the buffs. But it now increases your HP and MP by 25%. So that's really nice. And as you can see, I can heal above my actual HP. I'll probably talk about that in the So You Want to Be a Beast Tamer video. Fur Zone. Damage has been increased from 590 to 1000. HP restored increased from 300 to 850. So I never really used the skill to recover HP. I mainly just used it to, you know, put a damage over time on enemies. Especially because of the short cooldown, you could just like have two of them up at the same time. But yeah, it doesn't really heal that much. So I never really used it as like a healing skill. So anyway, let's move on to Bear. So Bear, pause swipe. Pretty much all of the swipes got their casting delay reduced, and the damage was increased for all the hits. So yeah, as you can see, it's a lot faster now. Well, hold on, let me get rid of this. Okay, there. Now you can see it's faster. So yeah. Does more damage, comes out faster, it's just overall really good. You can also kind of move around with it. I'll show you that in a second. So next is Furious Strikes. And let's see, the damage was increased. The extra pause swipe damage increase went from 50% to 100%. So of course it makes it just do more damage, the pause swipes. It says DTAC, but it's supposed to say attack delay reduced. I already mentioned that. Also, when you're using Furious Strikes, you take 20% less damage, including percent HP attacks. That is really nice. That is because you're basically stationary when using it, although I hope that this change stays, where you can like move very slowly. But yeah, so you used to just be stuck in one spot, and especially at Vellum, this was dangerous because the tail would be under you and it would just kill you. So you'd have to avoid using Furious Strikes most of the time, or at least being very careful. Now you can at least take one tail and then just heal and move away, so that's really good. Next we have Dumb Luck, which just got more defense. There we go. Oh, and also you take 30% less damage. So let me just go ahead and show that here. Let me go ahead and try to get hit. So yeah, as you can see, we went from taking like 2k to like 500. It's really nice. For follow-up, the damage was increased. That's just the one where, you know, an extra attack happens. Bear Reborn, they just fixed the issue where I guess it just wouldn't revive you or something. So now you actually do get resurrected. Deep Breath. So this skill I never really use. I usually only put 1 point into it just to be able to use the other breath, really deep breathing. So basically the casting delay was reduced, so that's good. And then really deep breath, same thing, cast delay was reduced. Majestic Trumpet. So this skill didn't used to do damage when it first appeared, and it would also get you killed by damage reflect when you left fire on the floor. So they fixed both of those issues. So now the initial, hit of the attack will actually do damage, and the flames will no longer get you killed by damage reflect. Fishy Slap. Damage was increased. So yeah, that's good. Let me actually use Maple Warrior. I don't know if I did in the pre-recording, the pre-patch recording, but I probably did. You know, I keep forgetting to get rid of the patch notes when I'm like showing something on the right side. Well, I guess while I'm fighting a boss. Bear Assault used to have a cooldown, and it would make it so that you only hit one enemy. Now it's a toggle skill with no cast animation. So you can move around and use it, you can take it off whenever you want. It's a really nice change. Really, really appreciate this change. So yeah. And then Table Flip, the attack range was increased, so I don't believe it used to hit up there before. No, it did hit up there before. Why didn't it happen? Oh, it did happen, I just had my toggle on. So the range was increased, so it can hit a lot farther. The cast animation was decreased or sped up, so it like you don't have to sit still for so long anymore. You're still not invincible during the animation, but at least you know, can move faster. So like I can move much sooner now. Also, the attack amount of lines it does was increased to 8 instead of just being 7. Alright, so let me go ahead and switch over to bird mode, which I have no points put into, but that's why I have this SP reset. So, moving on to the hawk, I just call it the bird. Let's scroll up. Formation attack, which is this one. So, it used to have a problem, which I'm sure I showed because I was always upset by it, where it wouldn't do proper rapid fire. And now, as you can see, it actually does, and it is beautiful. So I think when you eventually do max damage on this class, you're going to want to use Hawk, because that rapid fire is amazing. I don't actually know, but I assume so. And then, let's see. Okay, so I'll get into the whole fly thing. Basically, it reduces fly's cooldown. You know, I'll show it now. So, where did I have that skill? Is it here? Yeah, there we go. So this is fly, and it has a cooldown. But, yeah, deactivate it real quick. But you can reduce the cooldown by using formation attack. As you can see, the cooldown is going down rapidly. It's at like 38, 35 seconds. And then it goes down super fast as this attack hits. So yeah, that's a new thing. So next we move on to defensive formation. What is that? I don't actually know these skills. Okay, so this is while you're using fly, I believe. Yeah, so let me reduce the cooldown again. Okay, so defensive formation. So that's this skill. The damage was increased from 35% to 35! And then it went all the way up to 500%. So it's an actual attacking skill. It's really nice. It automatically happens, by the way. And added attack reflection, what does that mean? Does that mean when I get hit it, like, does damage to them? No? I have no idea. Well, alright. Sure. I'll figure that out for the Beast Tamer video. Well, for the other one, I mean. The So You Want to Be Beast Tamer. I'll have that figured out by then. I'm going to ask around. Or if you guys want to answer in the comments, please let me know. Feather Cloak. What is that? This skill. So they got rid of any of the useless stats and gave it 15% crit rate, which is nice. Feather Boots is this skill. And they gave it crit damage. Cool. Max Mobility. They got rid of the useless stats. Where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. Here we go. They got rid of the useless stats and gave it a lot of stuff, actually. They gave it +2 attack speed, 30% ignore defense, and 30 attack. That is literally all it does. It used to do... I think it like increased your movement speed or something. It was pretty bad. Like I had no use. Veteran Formation. I think that's the one that increases. Yeah, it is. So, when I first used this skill, I was just used to the normal version, where it would just have like the little birds that you were rapid firing. Now it adds like this big bird in the middle, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of cool. Oh, and of course the attack count was increased to 3. Damage was also increased, so yeah. Fly! Oh my god, Fly. This skill definitely needed a rework, and I'm glad they did. So Fly, when you used to use it, you would move so slowly in the beginning, but now you move at the max speed, no matter what direction you're moving, so it's really nice. Like, I'm gonna put up, hopefully I did this for all of them, but like, I'm gonna put up what it looked like beforehand, and what it looks like now, because it is so bad. Oh, it's so good now. Anyway. Baby Bombers, I think that was this skill here. Oh, I can't use it now. So, you can only use it while you're using Fly, right? Let me just make sure. Yep, you can only use it in Fly mode. And basically, what they did was they increased the damage of it, made the amount of MP it needs less, and they made the attack count 4, and it hits up to 8 enemies. So, yeah, that's, let me go ahead and show you that again. There it is. It's like a huge, what do you call it, Windbox kind of? Not really. There you go. It's really nice. Has no cooldown, so you can just spam it as long as there's enemies nearby. Yeah, you can just do this the whole time. Although, of course, that means they won't be attacking on their own like this. What is going on with my birds? What is happening? Oh my god! Okay, okay. Let me get back to the video, jeez. What was that? Alright, so Raptor Talon, remove the cooldown. So now you could just use it as a regular buff. Okay, so they made the bleed damage do a lot more damage. That's good. Damage increase from... okay. Bleed chance. So the bleed chance is 100% chance to happen. And it also does more damage when the bleed actually happens. Or, I mean, it's 100% chance, so it's always going to happen, so... yeah, that's really nice. Oh, and the duration for pretty much all of the bird buffs was increased to 180 so that they all match. So all of these buffs will now have matching duration. Except for this skill, which has a crazy amount. So yeah, again, like I said, the buffs are all at 180 seconds instead of what they used to be. Razor Beak, the buff duration... oh, I already mentioned that. So now it gives, instead of 22 attack, it now gives 30 attack. So that's really nice. Bird's Eye View, so that's the one I was mentioning before, has a very long duration, and now increases defense by 900. Oh, and also they added a crit rate to it. Or, not to it, but they increased the crit rate that it has, so it's 15% now. The Express skill, which is, you know, the teleport back to town skill, now has a passive of giving 10% crit damage. So, you know, it's pretty much worth maxing out now. Because before I kept it at level 1. Regroup. You know, the skill where you can teleport your friends to you. Where is it? Regroup. Here we go. Now, passively gives you ignore defense. They're pretty much trying to make all of the animals useful. So, like, you just pick whatever animal you want to use, and then you could just do that. And then finally, Tornado Flight. Now, I had never actually had this skill on, you know, like, put in. But, apparently it's really good. So here it is, you hold it down, and then you can move the tornado up, down, left, or right. Wow, that's actually really good. Oh my god, it's strong! Jeez. My god. Alright then. Let's see, I think that's about it. So the attack range was increased, does 4 lines for all of its levels, and the damage was increased for that skill. That's really nice. Moving on, we have the Leopard. So, god, the Leopard. There's a lot of things that changed with this thing. I mean, there's a lot that changed with everything, but... Macho Incarnate. I don't even know where that skill is. Here it is. So the damage boost that it gave to Macho Slam and Macho Dance was increased to 20%. The Thunder Trail. Oh my god, this skill. So it now does 3 lines, the fire that it leaves behind, which is really nice. That's a lot more useful. Deadly Fangs, instead of only instantly killing an enemy, because, you know, no class can do that anymore, just instant kill an enemy. Actually, where is it? I can't find it, hold on. There it is. So now it gives 20% final damage. So yeah. Oh, it says, so I guess it always had final damage? I never noticed that. But yeah, it now increases, they increased the final damage and got rid of the instant kill mechanic. Lethal Lie, which is this skill. The damage boost now went from 9% to 35%. Leopard Reflexes, Pretty much they just made the skill easier to read, I guess. Leopard's Paw. They increase the damage and speed of the skill, and you can also change direction when using it. So yeah. And that also goes for Leopard's Pounce. So while you're doing this... Oh, and did I already mention they increase the speed of the skills? Well, you can see it now, but it's a lot faster. I never actually recorded the... I never actually recorded the Leopard mode, because I didn't get an SP reset in time. But, yeah. Leopard is very nice now. So yeah, let me just read here. So yeah, they made the delay shorter. They increased the damage. Oh, and if you're not pressing a direction, you can also stand still and use these skills. Unlike before, where you would manually move. Like, you just always moved when you use these skills. So now you can use it while standing still. I guess for people that want to boss with it. And yeah, those are for all three of those skills. Seems like Leopard's also the squishiest. So next we have Macho Dance, and then Macho Slam. For both of them, the delay was decreased. So you can move, move... What am I trying to say? Basically, the cast animation's faster, so you can do things out of it quicker. 3-point Pounce, I never really used this skill, I always hated it, but they made it faster. Oh, and it also does 4 lines. Yeah, that skill. I never really liked it, but they increased the damage, they made it do 4 lines, and the cast delay was reduced. So it's supposed to be useful, but I just never really liked it. I guess for hitting enemies above you, like you can use it in the air, so it could be useful for that. Like if Magnus is in the air or something. Bro Attack. I don't even know what Bro Attack is. This one? Oh, the little leopard. So what they do to him? Cast delay reduced. Okay, so you can act faster out of it, which is really nice. Because I do remember this skill took a long time to activate. Party Time, a skill I never used, but apparently the damage was increased, and the attack count was increased to 8. Cast delay was also reduced. So let's see. That still takes a pretty long time to happen, but yeah, that's good. I like it. And is that everything? Oh, nope. We gotta go for hypers. So for hypers, Furious Strikes now has, instead of increasing crit rate, because why would you do that? It does 100% crit anyway. It now has Extra Strike, which gives you 1 extra line for it. Friend Launcher, the range has been increased from 50 to 350. So actually, I need to switch back to Cat. I should have showed it when I had the points added in, because now I don't have points added into Bear or Cat. Great. You know what? I'll record it another day and then I'll put it into this. So this video is gonna have to be delayed another day. But basically, the range was increased by a lot. Like I think it hits out of the screen now or something. It's crazy. But I can show Group Bear Blaster, which got its damage increased from, you know, yeah. It just increased by a lot. Also, it now hits 15 enemies instead of just 14. Don't know why they had that. And you're also invincible while casting. So there you go. So now you won't be hit while doing it, which is really nice. And I think that is it for all of the Beast Tamer changes. How are you liking the Beast Tamer changes? I feel like what they did was they wanted to make all of the animals useful. In other words, if people don't really like bears, then they could always be like, okay, well, I know bear's the strongest, but I could also use Hawk. Hawk is not as strong, but can definitely help out in a party. and can fend for itself. It's not the strongest, but it's still strong enough. Or, you know, some people could use Leopard if they just like mobile mobbing. And let's say they don't want to just be a mobile mobber with this class. They want to be like, oh, I want to boss with this class. Well, then they could just stand still and attack now. Still not as strong as Bear, but can still do enough damage to be its own animal. It's not useless, much like how it used to be. And then, of course, Bear got a lot stronger. Cat, I think, is still not that great, just because it does like 1 line of damage. But it's amazing for support, and if you're being support, you at least do more damage now as Cat. And you'd also debuff the enemy and it lasts longer and all that stuff, so that's good. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in the next one. And yeah, have a great day. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and can't wait for next month where I upload a lot more videos, hopefully. I'll have a lot more free time, so I'll probably do a lot more streams. Recording? Yeah, I'll probably do more recording, at least 1 video a week, hopefully. I mean, I hope for like 1 video a day, but I also like to stream a lot, and streaming takes up most of the day, so... Anyway, goodbye!